and it's blue. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's go. Have it right, Minerals FC. You got the Minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the Minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking Minerals, mate.
Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up to every single one of you in here. As always, guys, you know what to do. Smash to pieces the like button. Hit that like button, guys. If you ain't hitting notifications while you're at it, hit the notifications. If you ain't subscribed, subscribe. Big up to all my subscribers. Big up to all you guys and all my members. Big up to every single one of you in here. And let's have it right. We've got the Minerals FC membership down below in the description as well. If you want to become a member of the Minerals FC community, you are more than welcome, guys. It's been a couple of days since I last streamed, so I thought it's due. We got the World Cup starting today. Not the greatest game, let's have it right. But we've got the World Cup starting today. And we got England, is it tomorrow, if I'm correct? Tomorrow or Tuesday? I can't remember. I have to check it out. But let's have it right. Big up to all you guys in here. Come on. I want you all in the chat. I want you landing your Minerals in the chat. Every single one of you. We're going to talk about all the brown envelope waffle about Ronaldo. We're going to talk about all this brown envelope waffle about Pickford. We're going to talk about the World Cup. We're going to do a live predictions myself with you guys in the chat. And we're going to together predict who we think is going to win the World Cup, who's going to qualify at the group stage and so forth, all the way through to the final. And let's see if it pans out. Let's see if our Minerals are on point when it comes to predicting the World Cup, because let's have it right. It's a bit unusual to have the World Cup this time of the year. You know, never happened. It's always in the summer. I'm excited for the World Cup. I can't lie. I'm looking forward to it. A bit of break from Chelsea in a bad moment at the minute with Chelsea, but I still miss Chelsea. And, you know, I want to go to games and I want to see us play and I want that buzz. So hopefully England in particular can feed that buzz for me. And going very far, if not all the way in the competition. But let's have it right. Let's land it, guys. Let's get into it. I'll quickly run through you guys, see who's in here. I want to make sure you guys are in here. Mitchie's in here. Big up to you. Big up to Leo. Cameron's in here. Georgie's in here. Gary Milburn. Cursor. Everyone. Chelsea Blue and Blue. Yatty Knight. Johnny. Come on. Goated name. Goated intro. Big up to you, geezer. Big up to you. Our designers in here, Chelsea OG's in here, JP, we got Bobby's in here, big up to Bobby, lovely to see you in here, geezer, Gabriel, Georgie, ding dong, the Minerals are landing, that's what's happening, that's what's going to happen, we know that, big up to all you guys in here, lovely to see you in here, Sunday Minerals, let's go, Frosty's Myths is in here, Lovely to see you in here, guys. All you guys that are viewing, anyone that's not in the chat, get in the chat, guys. I want you in the chat. I want you to land your minerals, give your thoughts. I will interact with you. Don't you worry about that. Alfred's in here as well. Big up, Johnny, feeding us the proper minerals as always. Big up to you, Geezer. But we got the Sunday minerals. Let's have it right. Sunday minerals are landing. A lot of nonsense has been going on around. Everyone's seen the reaction to that Mizzy fella, the absolute wrong'un that he is, in his little, what do we call it? I don't know, a cult council, with all the other ones that with their lovely little narratives, and people don't like it. Well, do you know what? I couldn't give a toss what anyone thinks. At the end of the day, yeah, let's have it right. You tell me that Mizzy fella will invite the Minerals Mount Senior, Tony Mount, his dad, invite him onto your channel, fella. It's a lovely little bit of advice for you. Go and send him a DM. Go and invite him on your channel and tell him you compare Mason Mount to James Milner, who everyone knows is an average footballer. All right? So don't be pushing no wishy-washy shit narratives. Do it to the Minerals General himself, face-to-face, on your little screen, on your monitor, and let's see if you got the bollocks and what I call the minerals to do that. Because you ain't, mate. I guarantee it. I dare you, son. I dare you to do it. Yeah? You absolute narrative agenda merchants. That's what you all are. In fact, all these platforms are. They're all fucking agenda merchants, every single one of them. And they all get the middle finger from me. You don't like what I say? Jog on. Simple as that. Get off the gravy train, because this is the gravy train. And on the gravy train, you got the damn Minerals FC. You got all you lot here. You got the whole Minerals FC community. We don't stand for that shit. And we call it out. It doesn't matter who you are. So fuck them all, as we say, politely, with a, like that, a nice little finger. And that's what we do. That is exactly what we do. They're all little wannabe brown envelopes. The majority of them, they all stick to the same narrative. They all want to back each other. Oh, careful. Johnny Minerals is about. Yeah, I'm about. Damn right I'm about. And every single one of my people's about. And we know what it's about. And we say it how it is. Big up Cursor in here. You're bang on. You're bang on, geezer. They all have a master's degree in brown envelopism. Listen, Matisse, Eunice, Rory Jennings, George Benson, Nini, what's his name? Mizzy, all of them. They've all been fucking muddied. Even Lewis, bruv. Everyone, no one hides. No one gets to hide. You wanna land it? You wanna dribble your minerals? I'll wipe the dribble off your mouths, yeah? And clean you up. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Big up to Francis. Big up Ryan in here. Big up Dirty Sanchez. Big up to Leo. Johnny, see the photo I made of the Agenda Merchants on Twitter community page. Let's have a look, geezer. Let's have a look right now. What have you put up, Leo? Oh, I love it. Let's get it up. Come on, geezer. My geezer. Oh, this is fantastic. This is quality, guys. All right, let's put it up. Big up to Leo in here. Let's have it right. What have we got here, guys? Fuck the brown envelopes. Minerals FC 19. He's got the Stony badge on. Lukaku the Rhino there. We got me holding Matt Law. This is quality, bruv. This is quality. And look who we got in the fucking cement mixer. We got that Marvel weirdo fucking wannabe winter surfers. He surfs on his fucking laptop, bruv. That's what he surfs on. He surfs on his laptop in his bedroom all day long. Absolute weirdo, wrong'un. But let's have it right. People don't know the history there, all right? And he's getting a nice little bit of limelight, the knobhead. But this is the beautiful thing. You want to call me a pedo? You want to give it the big un behind the screen? You get one chance with me. Don't fucking give it big un. Don't fucking talk about me. You ain't got a right. You ain't got the privilege to talk about me, mate. So he's in the cement mixer. Mizzy's there with him because obviously they I would imagine the surfers surfing on the pipe of Mizzy. That is exactly what's happening, bruv. That's exactly what's happening. But they're irrelevant. They're nothing. Who are they? What are they? Nothing, bruv. They all agree with the same narrative. They're all part of the cliques. Yeah? They're part of the cliques. And it's all good for me. I ain't worried about it. I'm sitting here. I'm cool. I got my stonies. I'm all good, mate. I'm chilling, manilling, living the life, enjoying. But let's have it right. They're all in the fucking woods, every single one of them. They're all mudded in the woods. And right now, they're not even in mud now. They're in cement. And the Minerals General, Johan Minerals Man, has got them in cement. And we love it, guys. We love it. Yeah? All you guys in here, you like Miz? Well, go and watch his absolute waffle and nonsense and tell him to compare Milner to Mason Mount's dad. Go and tell him that and see what he says. I would love to see that. I'd pay to watch that. I would absolutely pay to watch it, bruv. I genuinely would pay it. I would, because I know he ain't going to do it. Yeah? So let's have it right. According to his opinion, it's a shit opinion. And it's a disrespectful opinion. And we don't acknowledge that, guys. So he's in the cement mixer. He's in the woods. He's in the mud. He's buried there nicely. I'll move on to the next one. It's as simple as that. You want to come on here. You want to mention my name. And let's have it right. He mentioned my name on his pathetic video. This is what you get, sunshine. This is exactly what you get. So, big up to Leo in here. Landing the minerals. Love that. I don't like that. I don't know, that weird fella in there. I don't really like him, man. He looks a bit of a wrong un. He is a wrong un. He's definitely a wrong un. But we move, guys. We move. What are we saying, guys? Football therapy. What do I think of football therapy? Who's that geezer? Who's that, Johnny? I don't know who that is. What's the geezer's name? Let's go, guys. All right. So, let's talk about the brown envelopes. We're going to go straight into it. So, it's been reported. This one's the worst. This was shocking, bruv. All right. And we're going to see the wrong ones in here. All right, let's go. Oh, mate. Let's go. All right. So, let me just make it a bit bigger so you lot can see. All right, so we got Pickford and Sanchez. All right, so we've got Todd Bowley is cooking over the next two windows with Nkuku. Well, we've heard Nkuku's got a bad injury. He's going to miss the World Cup. I think anyone who's even linked to Chelsea is getting injured at the minute, so not good news. But let's have it right. I was never convinced with that deal anyway. At the end of the day, if you're not going to get Champions League football, these deals are going to stall, guys. So let's not bite into all this nonsense about Nkuku. The club are also looking at new goalkeepers for next summer with Edouard Mendy's future unclear. I'm told that Jordan Pickford from Everton is on Chelsea's radar. There are other names, but I haven't got them yet. Jordan Pickford, I don't want that geezer at my football club. Jordan Pickford, I mean, that is like, I'd rather have Kepa all day long than Pickford. All day long. So I'm not into that. Chelsea, we've got pies and mash here. Chelsea are set to scout Jordan Pickford at the World Cup as a Robert Sanchez alternative, as Brighton will demand a huge fee. Right, it looks like we're pipping off every player under the sun from Brighton FC. You know, it's going to be Chelsea, Hove and Albion FC at this rate. So I'm not going to read too much into that, to be honest with you. I just see it as we've got the World Cup and we need some clickbait, guys. We need some clickbait. So let's get into it now. So today, the breaking news today is Chelsea have reportedly made a U-turn on Cristiano Ronaldo and are ready to step in if Manchester United follow through with their plan to sack him. Well, from what I'm hearing from Manchester United and what I've heard from a few people I know that support the club and know the club more than me, is that his contract's going to be terminated and he's going to have to accept, Ronaldo's going to have to accept that he does not get paid all the money remaining on his contract. And if he doesn't accept that, there is a chance that he'll either get sued or he gets terminated and he gets sued. So we have to see what direction Manchester United are going to go in, because let's have it right, they don't really want all this drama. They want it sorted out while the World Cup's on, or at the very least when the World Cup's ended, because you don't want, Ten Hag doesn't want to go into the season, the next part of the season with all this Ronaldo saga going on. It's a big distraction. It's not great. I'm not saying it's going to affect their team spirit, because obviously he's not going to be in the squad, but you still got it reported. You've still got that cloud, that Cristiano Ronaldo cloud over the football club. Now, what did I say? What did I say about Todd Boehly? If we're going to go by this as being the truth, Todd Boehly wanted Cristiano Ronaldo when Thomas Tuchel was in charge. It died off. He asked him 7 times. And he said 7 times, I don't want him. No, he will ruin my dressing room. He's too much ego. And Thomas Tuchel, big up to the legend Gaffer, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's absolutely 119% right. And look what Cristiano Ronaldo's done. Look what he's done. He's set up a beautiful blockbuster interview with the biggest Epstein Island merchant wrong'un in Piers Morgan. The biggest story, the biggest saga, the shit that was landed on Manchester United by Cristiano Ronaldo. Very controversial. He's done it. But do I want that at my football club? Hell fucking no, I don't want that at my football club. He's a 36, 37-year-old player. He's at the end of his career. Wherever he goes, he's going to demand to play every single game. And you have to build around him. And it's a similar scenario with Lukaku, except the caliber of player is worlds apart. Lukaku's a cement-booted fraud, and we've got Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the greatest players to ever grace the football pitch in the world, ever. So, do I want that at my football club? Absolutely not. And we've got Aubameyang, but what is the thought process here? Because my thing is this, Aubameyang, let's have it right. Aubameyang, we know about Aubameyang, bruv. And we're going to just highlight this again, because Aubameyang, at the end of the day, the way I look at it, is an absolute rat. And what he did after a London derby, like in that tweet, it ain't good, fella. It's completely wrong. It's disrespectful. And you still have a love for Arsenal. You got the 14 tap on your arm, fella. So at the end of the day, he hasn't been played recently. Is there the thought process to get rid of Aubameyang and bring in Cristiano Ronaldo? Is that the thought process? So as we move on, we've got the article here, Chelsea reportedly making a U-turn. I've read the article and it basically says that it's from the Daily Express. Now, Daily Express, as we know, are waffle merchants. We know that. So I'm going to take it with a pinch of salt. But if this comes to fruition, guys, if we go out and sign Cristiano Ronaldo, that cements 190% that Graham Potter is a yes man. Yes, sir. Please, sir. 3 bags full, sir. Let me do whatever. What are we going to have next? Boehly going to be picking the team? Are we going to have the owners picking the fucking team? Is that the narrative we're going to go at Chelsea? If it is, it's disaster. In my opinion, Ronaldo, all Boehly's thinking about is the marketing side, exactly the way the Glazers think, because the Glazers didn't want to get rid of him in the summer. Ronaldo wanted to leave in the summer, and the Glazers wouldn't let him leave because, A, they would outprice him with a transfer, all right, and demand that his wages are all paid within that. But it goes beyond that. It's called marketing. It's called a money-making machine. And when you've got Cristiano Ronaldo selling shirts galore worldwide, United as the biggest brand it is, why are you going to throw that away? What for? He got Ten Hag to lie, in my opinion, to say in the press, Ronaldo's part of my plans. And you've seen the reports. He's come out and said, Ronaldo's part of my plans. What plans, fella? He ain't part of your plans. No chance. You've dropped him and you're playing better without him. It was all a ploy for the Glazers and the executives that are told by the Glazers what to do. Let's have it right, because they run the club. to keep Cristiano Ronaldo for monetary reasons. And that is exactly the same thought process that Mr. Bowley will have and the desire to sign Ronaldo at Chelsea. And I'm telling you now, it's not good. We go and sign Ronaldo, it ain't good. Irrespective, we don't create chances. What's he going to do? We've got Aubameyang that can finish. Listen, let's have it right. Ronaldo is the creme de la creme, all right? Don't bring Aubameyang into the same sentence as Cristiano Ronaldo. Don't bring Lukaku into the same sentence as Ronaldo. Ronaldo is a GOAT, as an unbelievable player, generational GOAT, all right? His career speaks for himself. His legacy is not ruined by what he's done. The United fans still love him for everything he's done. But let's have it right. He's more of a Real Madrid GOAT and legend than he is Manchester United legend, although he won Ballon d'Or at Manchester United. You know, he's won Champions League. He's won titles. He's playing a great team. So he was under one of the greatest managers to ever grace the game. It's not the same situation now with Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo is about himself. Ronaldo doesn't care about the club he goes to, the club he's at. It's all about what I want to keep my records. I want to have a go at winning another Champions League. I want to win another Ballon d'Or. I want to break it all. And I want to make sure Messi is below me because he's got one extra Ballon d'Or. That is Cristiano Ronaldo in a nutshell. I'm charismatic. I'm better looking. We don't give a shit about all that. All right. But Bowley loves it. Bowley and Clearlake will love it because it elevates Chelsea as a brand. Not as a football team, as a brand. And that's the difference. That's why I don't want this signing. Because it's all well and good as a brand, but we want the footballing reasons as well. This guy won't press. He won't play full 90s. He'll probably get injured. He needs everything put on a plate for him. And we can't even do that with Aubameyang right now. So what's going to change? The main problem, the core issue at Chelsea Football Club and in our team right now is the midfield. It's the midfield. If you do not change the midfield, the team don't change. The same slow transitions. You have to address these. This is more important. We got links to Bellingham. We got links to Bellingham now. Fabrizio's come out. Real Madrid, United, Liverpool, Chelsea, even City, all after Bellingham. We ain't getting Bellingham, mate, if we don't get Champions League football. And the condition we're in now, we're not going in the Champions League football route. All right? We'll be very lucky to hit top 4. At the moment, as it stands, how we're playing as a football team. Because we're in no form. So we have to think, what's the more important signing? For me, it's a Declan Rice, a Bellingham player, a Frankie de Jong player. This is what elevates you. But you ain't getting these players, you don't get Champions League. Maybe Declan Rice, because he wants to come to Chelsea and he's not played Champions League. So for him, playing Europa or not playing Europe, but coming to Chelsea to then work on the next phase of our development and transition, that will entice him. And maybe there's hope there. But when it comes to Bellingham and it comes to Frankie de Jong, it ain't happening, guys. I can't see it. I'll be real. I cannot see it. So Ronaldo, for me, will prove if we sign him, it's all about the money and it's all about the brand and it's all about Bowley and Clearlake making a statement and having that generational go at our football club, but it doesn't fill the voids and address the issues in our team. So we're not going to have any difference. The only pro I can say is that Ronaldo playing for us in the Champions League could be the difference in going all the way. It's his last Champions League. He's not going to get any younger. And we know we're built for that competition. And there is no other club that wants to touch Cristiano Ronaldo. So it's almost like, oh, by the way, we can get him for free because his contract's terminated. We don't have to pay. We can negotiate wages because he's got no other choice. Bowley thinks, yeah, I'm licking my lips here. I'm dribbling. I'm going to take it. And Potter can't say shit. Because let's have it right. This is not a Potter signing. This is a Chelsea FC board signing. And we're going down the same route we went Lukaku. And fuck me, are we going to go down this route now? Thomas Tuchel's out the door. Are we going to bring that cement-booted rat to our football club as well? Is that the going narrative? Is that what's going to happen? Fucking hell, if that happens, we're finished, guys. We're finished. I can't. I don't want that guy anywhere near our football club. He's a rat, and I don't want him. And Cristiano, let's have it right. He shat on Manchester United. He's going to have no allegiance, just like an Aubameyang to us, just like a Lukaku to us. So why do we want to repeat that? For what reason? It's going to set us back. Let's go and buy the actual players we need for our team. The players that actually will make a difference. The players that build for the future. We haven't got that. All right? So we have to question the board here. If this is true, it's a no for me. Fucking X no, mate. Red cross. Let's have it right. I don't want him at my football club. I don't want him at my football club. This is a circus. This is a circus. If we go and sign Cristiano Ronaldo, it is a circus. And I'm just not on it. I'm just not on it. I just maybe Champions League, great. But what happens if you don't win the Champions League and you don't get Champions League? What do you think? Ronaldo's going to sit there? Do you think he's going to be happy? Do you think he's going to sit in the dressing room? Do you think, look at our dressing room now. How the fuck is Potter going to deal with a player like Ronaldo? He can barely deal with our players now. He can barely deal with them. How's he going to deal with Ronaldo's ego? How? This is a bold signing if it happens. And this is bad news. This is like basically Roman's era. And this will tell me that the ownership wanted Tuchel out because Tuchel didn't want to be a yes man. And right now, as it stands, this fella Potter, the gaffer we got now, who I'm backing, we ain't going to live a fucking day to see his blueprint if it goes on like this and we sign this player. No chance. He falls out of Ronaldo, or Ronaldo falls out of him. Who's the board going to choose, guys? You know the players are the assets. You know the players bring the minerals and the money. The gaffer gets changed. And then you start the whole process again, and Chelsea could be in this whole fucking life cycle for the next 8 years. All right? That's the worst case scenario. I just don't want us to go and buy him. And do I think United will let him go? They don't have a choice now. It's Ronaldo's choice. And this is what's worrying, is that if there's no other club and Chelsea going for him, he's going to go to Chelsea. Fucked. Big up to everyone in here. Almost 100 people. Smash the likes, guys. Get me up to the 100 likes. Smash the 100 likes, guys. Smash the 100 likes. I'll tell you what it does bring, though. It brings mentality. But he has to be loved. And you need to nurture his ego. This is the problem. You know, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I just see it as a yes man stunt. Come on, guys. Get me to the 100 likes. Get me to the 100 likes. So that's all I've got to say on Cristiano Ronaldo. Everyone knows my stance on it. Is he better than Aubameyang? Yes. I want Aubameyang out, to be honest. I want him out of the club. I don't want him at Chelsea. I don't really want him. I never wanted him in the first place. And you can go back on my streams and you can hear me saying those exact words. But here we are with another panic buy, deadline day, wrong move. And we got a player that's liking fucking Instagram posts of Arsenal personnel, you know, fans of Arsenal. That's unacceptable. You know, you don't do that shit. So I want him out. I'm done with that. Right. Oh, let's go to let me get this. Hold on. Let me get this. Hold on. Let me get something up here. I want to talk about this as well. Let's get out. While I'm doing this, guys, hit the like button. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. get it up. Where is it? All right, let's get this up. Hold on. Okay, let's go. So we got Kai Havertz. Was asked to name his dream 11 if he was a manager, and this is what he put. So he put Lom, don't know who he is, Chilwell, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Weiser, Jorginho Kova, Shrek, Brandt, Werner, and Minerals, Johan Minerals, man. He's put in his team. He's put Jovicic in there. That's his team. Brandt is his best mate. Played with him at Bayer Leverkusen. Let's have it right. He's got Werner, close to Werner. That's his team, guys. This is who he's picked. But this is a shock. He hasn't picked Reece James. How's he not picked Reece James? Our best player. Yeah? Everyone tells me Reece James is our best player. He's one of them, but he's not in the team. What's the thought process there from Kai? What's the thought process there, bruv? It is what it is. But listen, let's have it right. That's his team, bruv. That's his team. But one thing I know for sure is Mason Minerals Mount is in those teams. He's always on the team sheet, bruv. He's always on the team sheet. So big up to Kai Havertz. Lovely stuff there. Lovely stuff there. Interesting, isn't it? It's interesting that. Don't know what the wrong is going to say. Oh, yeah, it's just a shit team. All right, yeah, because it don't suit the narrative. Oh, well, jog on. Let's go. Let's move. So, guys, are we ready? Are we ready to do a World Cup predictor? I want you guys involved in the chat. If there's anything you disagree with, land your super minerals and we move it and we change it up. Otherwise, that we're going with what we're going to put down here. So I'm going to get it up now. Let's get it up. Okay, here we go. It's the first time I'm doing this, actually. So let's go share screen. Okay. So we have got, let's go group by group. Let's go. All right. So group A, we've got Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, and Holland. Guys in the chat, let me know, who are we picking to go through? What is the teams to go through? Now, if you look on paper, I would probably say Holland to top the group. That's who I'd go with. And out of Senegal, Ecuador, Senegal don't have Mane, do they? Senegal don't have Mane. And I think that's a big loss. It's a massive loss. So for me, I'm sort of swaying towards Ecuador. So what are we saying in the chat, guys? What's the vote? Or are we gonna get Qatar going through? Fucking hell. We got Qatar, Ecuador today, 4:00. What is everyone saying? Everyone's sort of tossed between Senegal. Holland, we know. Qatar. Let's see. Let's count how many we've got in here, and then we're going to go with that. Let's have a look. All right, so in Qatar, we've got, I'm going to name you some of these players. We've got Kareem Badiaf, Bulem Kudi, Said Al-Sheeb, Hassan Al-Haydos is their forward. We've got Hassan defender, Hatem midfielder. We got Afif forward, Allah and Ali. Who are these players? We don't know. We don't have a clue, bruv. We don't know who these guys are. I can't put these guys to go through. Crying out loud. For me, it's got to be, let's look at Ecuador then. Let's look at Ecuador, bruv. Let's look at Ecuador. Let's see what they got. See who they got. They got Estrada, Valencia, Ibarra, Arega. Who's their midfielders? Plata, Grezzo, Mendes. Who's their attackers, bruv? Riesco, Ramirez, goalkeeper. They got Casado, Rodriguez, and Sarmiento. I mean, the thing with Ecuador is they're gonna have that sort of that touch, you know, that technical ability. As Minnels Mount says, the dark arts movement. They're gonna be quite a physical side. I think they beat Qatar. I think they might beat Senegal as well, but they'll lose to Holland. So I'm gonna go with Ecuador to finish second. If you disagree, land your soup minerals. All right, let's go to Group B. We've got England, Iran, USA, Wales. Let's go, guys. What we saying for Group B? What we saying for Group B? What we saying for Group B? I'm going to go England, obviously. England have got to be in there, and I think they will top their group. Iran's decent, from what I've heard. What's his name? Dean Saunders thinks they're a really top side. He thinks Wales are going to go through. USA, we've got Captain America. He's going to carry him, is he? I don't think USA qualify, actually. I'm going to put, hold on, I'll put Ecuador bottom and then Senegal third. So that's done. I'm going to go with Wales second, Iran last, and USA third. What are we saying, guys? What are we saying? Yeah, that was Dean Saunders, Georgie, who said Iran are going to go through. Madness. Absolute madness. Cameron says England, Iran. Iran played 10 behind the ball. Yeah. Stretter says England, USA, England, USA. I think Wales go through, guys. I think Wales, they've got Gareth Bale, Ramsey, Adams. They've got a decent team and they play a certain way. And I just think Wales might do something. I just think USA are overrated, overhyped. And I just don't think they'll go through. And I think Pulisic, if you just keep him quiet, I can't see him doing anything. So I'm going with England, Wales, guys. If you don't agree, land your soup minerals. As simple as that. Otherwise, we're going with that. Right. So next one, Group C, Argentina, Mexico, Poland. Who we say? Well, I think Korea's last, mate. Let's have it right. I think Argentina should qualify. Mexico, Poland. Poland are a tough team to play. But I think Mexico have just got that technical ability, bruv. I'm going to go Mexico. And I'm going to go with Poland third. What are we saying there, guys? What are we saying now? Saudi Arabia, fourth. Poland, third. Mexico, second. Argentina, first. So I'm going Argentina, Mexico. Right. So we move. Let's go to Group D. We've got France, Australia, Denmark, Tunisia. Don't see Tunisia. France for me, Denmark for me, going through, Australia third. So that I'm going France, Denmark to top the group and come second. Australia, Tunisia. Group E, Spain. Is that Croatia? No, it's not Croatia. Germany, Japan. Japan last. I think Germany top the group. I think Spain goes second. And we're going to put Costa Rica third. Guys, what are we saying in the chat, guys? What are we saying in the chat? Are we agreeing with everything so far? Let me know if you're agreeing with everything so far. Let's go to Group F. Croatia second. Oh, Morocco look all right, actually. Canada last. Belgium's defence is shocking. I don't see how Croatia should go through, actually. I'm going to put Morocco second. Belgium top. Let me know what you think there, guys. Let me know what you think there. Let me know what you think there. And let's go to Group G. We got Brazil top in the group for me. We got Serbia third. I think Switzerland qualify and Cameroon. And then Group H, Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, South Korea. Korea last. Portugal top. Uruguay. I don't know about Uruguay, but Ghana's a good team as well, man. I'm going to go with Uruguay. All right, guys, let me know. Are we agreeing? Are we agreeing? Are we agreeing with this? Let me know if we're agreeing with this. But this is the way I'm going with it. It's the way I'm going with it. I think, I don't know about Ghana, mate. I don't know about Ghana. Don't know about Ghana, mate. I'm thinking Ghana might be a surprise. I'm going to put them over Uruguay. I think Portugal are very strong. Are we happy with Brazil and Switzerland? Serbia, I know they can be a tricky one. Cameroon, I think there's going to be some surprises, but I've gone for the surprise of Wales qualifying over USA and Iran. I've gone for the surprise of Morocco instead of Croatia. And I've gone for, well, Denmark and France, really. Denmark did well last in the Euros, so I'm going with that. All right, so let's go to next. All right, so now we're going quarterfinals. Who's winning out at Holland and Wales? I mean, Holland are a bit overhyped for me. They're a bit overhyped, but you can't say that they've got players in their team that can deliver. And I think it might be a step too far for Wales. I mean, this is cold. This is going on cold turkey, mate, not knowing at all, because certain teams can just perform. You know, they might just gel and perform as a team. Wales might be that team. You know, they've got a baller in Gareth Bale there. But I'm going to go with Netherlands. And out of Argentina, Denmark, I'm going Argentina because of Lionel Messi. They got all the players there. Germany will beat Morocco for me. I think Hansi Flick's got the minerals. And then you're going to get Brazil beating Ghana. I think England, Ecuador will be very interesting, but I think England will just about do it. And France. Oh, England, France. Wow. Belgium, Spain. I'm going to go with Spain. Portugal, Switzerland, I'm going with Portugal. So, before I continue, guys, let me know, are we agreeing with this so far? Are we agreeing with this so far? So we've got Holland v Argentina in the quarterfinals, Germany v Brazil, England, France, Spain, Portugal. I'm going with that. I'm going with that. And we're going sort of on paper as well. We don't know how they're going to perform. All right. So what are we saying about Holland and Argentina? Now, on paper, you would assume Argentina beat Holland. You would assume that. The whole Messi's last World Cup. You got Ronaldo's last World Cup. You think they're going to push it to the extra limit, to do everything they can to go all the way. I'm going to go with Argentina to beat Holland. Out of Germany and Brazil, Germany a very well-oiled machine. They got the silky German. They got Werners. They got big players in their team. They got Musiala. And then you got Brazil. Brazil, for me, are probably the most technically gifted, complete team in the entire World Cup out of all the teams. So if I'm going just by that and Neymar's potentially last World Cup, I'm going with Brazil. Out of England and France, now we know England can be bottle jobs, right? But this is not the France that won the World Cup. This is not the France. They got no Pogba. They got no Kante. That is a massive loss in the midfield. I know they got Tchouaméni. They got Camavinga. They got a bit of young energy, but they're not N'Golo Kante and they're not Paul Pogba when it comes to playing for France. So, in my opinion, downgraded there. You're going to have to rely on. Is Benzema even in the team? I already left the training at some point. You got Mbappe, obviously, Griezmann, and all these players. I think we can beat them. I'm going England. I don't give a fuck. I'm going England. Minnals man. Spain, Portugal. Spain, Portugal. Oof. You got João Felix. They got a very good defense. They got Ronaldo, Fernandes, Leao. They got a lot of firepower. Benzema's out. Yeah, okay. So I think we beat. I think we beat France. I think England beats France. I'm swaying towards Portugal, guys. Oh, fucking hell. You know where this is going to go, mate. You know where this is going to go, don't you? All right. So Portugal, England, Argentina, Brazil. All right. Who's calling it? Who's calling this one? Right. So you got two outcomes. You got Argentina, Portugal final, which is Ronaldo v Messi. It's all written, isn't it? Written in the stars, they say. Or you got, for me, Brazil, England. What we saying? What are we saying? I'm going Brazil. And knowing England, they won't go through. Knowing England, they won't go through against Portugal. But I'm going to spice things up. I'm going to put England in the final. I'm going to put England in the final. I think it's going to be a bridge too far for Ronaldo. And I think it's going to be a bridge too far for Argentina. And I think it's going to be too much focus on them. They're going to try too hard and they're going to get outdone. So I'm going England, Brazil final, guys. England, Brazil final is my prediction. And who is going to win the final? Who's going to win the final, guys? We're going to have England. Predicts. Oh, pick score. Okay. I'm going to say 1-2. No, 1-1. And then we're going to go. That's what we're going to do. 1-1. But I'm going to say England win on penalties. This is the reason I'm going to say, yeah? This is the reason I'm going to say. If I've still got it here. We're going to do it for Queen Elizabeth II. We're going to land the minerals, guys. We're going to win the World Cup. England win the World Cup. Let's have it right. The most unpredictable, most unrealistic winners, but I'm going for Minerals Mount holding that World Cup. I'm going for England to win it for Queen Elizabeth's passing this year. They have to do it for Her Highness and land it and go all the way and make history. And somehow that fraud Southgate will do it. Oh, mate. Come on. Come on. We don't want the last dance, Messi, Ronaldo. Fuck all that. Fuck them. They've run the game for too long. It's enough now. It's time for the new generational ballers to take control and let Minerals Mount go and hold that beautiful trophy, mate. We've got to hold it. We know it, guys. Let me know in the comments. What are we saying, guys? The Minerals FC. This is what we're saying. We're going to hold that World Cup. Come on. Come on. We've got to believe it, bruv. It's now or never, guys. It's now or never. I think, listen, and you got to look at this as well. England reached the final in the Euros. Should have won that game. And they didn't. All right. And they got to the semi-final in the last World Cup. We're getting closer and closer. But now you've got to understand something. These players have experience now. And a lot of them are young players, have got the experience. Now we need to push it and get over the line and win that fucking World Cup. But on paper, you would say Brazil. But in a final, anything can happen. Absolutely anything. Probably the whole world's going to be on Brazil's side. They don't want England to win the World Cup. But let's be the underdogs and go in for it, guys. Let's be the underdogs and go in for it. I'm all for that, mate. Or we could be horribly wrong and we don't make the group stage. And you get Iran topping the group with fucking Wales or something, you know, and then it's back home straight away. You're going back home early. No, I don't see it like that. I think we will. This is going to be quality, mate. This will be quality. We're going to have Gallagher. Well, Minerals Mount will be playing. He'll be playing. And you'll have Thiago Silva, the Chelsea boys, you know, against each other. I want to see that. And Minerals Mount knows all about Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva knows all about Minerals Mount. Love that shit. Love it. Big up to all you guys in here. Hit that like button. Smash the piece of the like button. Let's do it. It's unrealistic that England win the World Cup, but listen, I just want to have a bit of fun with it, and I'm just going with the way the draw come out, and I just think that England have got a great chance. I genuinely think they've got a great chance. Do you know what I mean? Why not? But everyone's favourites is going to be Brazil. It's predictable to pick Brazil, but let's have it right. In the last World Cup, where were Brazil, mate? I know their team's probably a bit better now and their players have got better. They've got a Neymar on form. He's going to be well up for it and he wants that World Cup. He wants to complete the set. Every player's going to have their own motivation and their own desire. And it's going to be, how is it going to land? It's going to be down to a lot of officials. And as we know, the brown envelopes have been thrown about to make this World Cup happen. The brown envelopes will be thrown about probably for Argentina and Portugal to make that blockbuster final episode of Messi v Ronaldo. Who wins the World Cup? Who's going to be the greatest of all time? Personally, I don't think it happens. Personally, I don't think they get to that stage. I just don't think that they're good. I think the manager will bottle it. Both managers. And they'll try and do everything through Ronaldo and everything through Messi and not play as a complete team. And that will be the difference. With England, I think they'll play as a team. I think Germany will play as a team. I think Brazil will play as a team with an element of that whole Neymar syndrome. You know what I mean? Where it's like everything's got to go through Neymar. But it's going to be exciting. Anything can happen in this World Cup, anything. But for me, it would be beautiful. It'd be written. It'd be a romantic story for England to win the World Cup on the year that the Queen passed. And that's the way I look at it. That's the only thing I think that just pushes you on that little bit extra. You do it for your country. It's a big thing. You know, it's historical. But yeah, Germany's a good shout. But who did we say Germany got knocked out by? Brazil, right? Yeah. But we said Brazil going to knock out Germany. You know, is that realistic? Is that realistic? Let's see. I'll check that out, Leo, now. Let's see. Let's have a look. Who is he? Why doesn't it tell me who the bloody manager is? Is it T? It's not Tito, whatever his name is. Who is he? Let's have a look here. I don't know why it's not coming up. It's fucking irritating. Oh, fuck it. I think it's Tite or whatever his name is, Tite. So I don't know. He was there last time, wasn't he? Wasn't he their manager in the last World Cup? Tite. I remember him. He's an old fella, old Brazilian fella. No, I'm not. I'm not saying he's better. He's better. That Southgate's better, but I just don't know. I think if England turn it on, we've got one of the most technically gifted and best squads that we've had. But the problem I have is Maguire, Luke Shaw. But Luke Shaw performed at the Euros. I think some of these players can play well. It's just what formation Southgate picks. Do you know what I mean? And who he chooses to play. I'm just going off, literally just guessing, really going with what I would like. A bit of that is a little bit biased, but also until I've watched these teams in the groups, I'll get more of an idea of whether they're actually how they're playing. You know, you can tell normally from the group stage. You can tell how they set up. You know, you might get some shockers straight away. You know, Brazil might draw their first game. England might lose their first game, for example, and then it changes your whole thought process of who's going all the way. But I think Germany are dark horses. I will agree with that. I think Germany are dark horses. I think this whole fairy tale of Ronaldo Messi final is a bit far fetched. And if it does get there, I'm going to put it down to brown envelopes. Yeah. Let's see how they get there. Tuchel shouldn't be taking the England job after the World Cup. He should be taking the England job now. And if you have Tuchel as a manager for England, I think they become a serious force. But under Southgate, you don't know what you're going to get. It's like pick and mix. Forrest Gump, box of chocolates. You don't know what you're going to get, mate. With Gareth Southgate, and he's a bit of a fucking. He's useless, really. And it's going to be down to the players just landing it themselves. You know, taking their own initiative and trying to break through and not take everything that he says because they're fucking might not be right. He chose Maguire over Tomori because of bias and favouritism, nothing else. Tomori's the more informed player. He's a better player. Maguire hasn't played not one fucking game at United. I think he played a Carabao Cup or whatever. He's not in their first team. and he's purely going on just his England career. But you got to look at match fitness and sharpness. Can you imagine him against Neymar's and that? He'd get bodied, get absolutely spun every single time. Tomori's a little bit more, you know what I mean? He's a little bit, I wouldn't say he's got the experience, but he's definitely got the technical ability. He's got the pace. He's got the, he knows he's won a Serie A title. He's got a taste of winning a big trophy. And you take that into the World Cup. But we've got players that played the Euros, that lost the Euro final, that played in the World Cup semi-final, and they are here. They're in the team. And they've got to take that experience and bring it into this World Cup. They have to do that. I think Tony didn't get picked because of that whole gambling issue with the FA. That's why he didn't get picked. I think if he didn't have the gambling story and all this nonsense flying about, I think Tony gets picked because his form tells you should be picked. You have to pick on form, mate. And he gives us something different to our other strikers. I think that's why the FA didn't pick him. And there might be an element of the FA telling Gareth Southgate that's a no-no because we've just suspended him. So he can't play for England. That's the reason, guys. That's the reason. We have to be real about that. But that's the way I'm looking at it. This is how I look at the World Cup. I'm looking forward to it. We've got Ecuador and Qatar today. We have to see how that goes. It's going to be a big old introduction and ceremony and all that nonsense. And we have to go. But like I say, I start paying real attention after the group stage. Let's see who qualifies in the group, and we'll take it from there. And then we can maybe do another prediction to see what actual teams have qualified, and we can do another knockout jobby on the platform. But yeah, any questions, guys, get them in. Hit the like button, comments in there, and big up to every single one of you in here. Big up to every single one of you in here. Let's see if there's any news at the minute. I doubt it. Oh, by the way, yeah, I put a video out on TikTok, guys. If you're on TikTok, give us a follow. Go on TikTok, bruv. And we've got on this one post, we've hit 14.8k views, which is mental. Go and check it out. It's a pretty cool video. And we'll land it, guys. Go and land it. Go and give it a follow. Go and put your comments in there as well. Digging out Reece James. What are you talking about, Chelsea Mark? Digging out Reece James. What are we talking about here? So yeah, guys, give it a follow. Get on there, and let me know your thoughts in the comments on TikTok. It's a pretty cool video, mate. And that's popping off, mate. Love that shit. Let's have it right. We land the minerals on every platform. Twitter as well. Get on Twitter, Instagram, and all that jazz. All the usual. You know what I mean? What are we saying in the comments, guys? What are you saying in the comments, guys? We've got a lot of agenda merchants in here, I can see. A lot of agenda merchants, mate. Loads of them, bruv. Pickford to Chelsea. He's an all right goalkeeper, but is he a goalkeeper that sets you up on par with Ederson and an Alisson to win you Premier League titles? Not for me. I don't think Pickford's that guy. I'd rather have Kepa in his current form. I like Mendy. Like, everyone's giving it big into Mendy, but for me, Mendy has proven that he can be world class and has been pivotal in how we performed under Tuchel. Where he struggles, he's lost confidence. This is the problem. He's lost confidence. And when a goalkeeper loses confidence, as we saw with Kepa as well, it can really it takes a long time to regain that confidence. It's very hard to gain, but very easy to lose. I'm a bit upset about this whole thing of Mendy leaving, but Mendy wants a new contract, feels he deserves a new contract, and Bowley don't want to invest in him. And it's as simple as that. Simple as that. We can all agree. I mean, I put a poll out on one of my streams, not the last one, the one before, about would we take Cristiano Ronaldo, and I can't remember the percentage, but the majority of it was no from you guys. Everyone pretty much said no to Cristiano Ronaldo, which I agree with. Leo, I don't know who we sign in the transfer window, if I'm being honest. I think this Alvarez guy's maybe going to come in. They're trying to sign the Endrick player, the little young Brazilian, who looks like a real talent. But that's going to be a long process to sign a 16-year-old. I don't know whether that gets done in January, but they're very keen to do it. I saw reported that Bowley wants to sign all the best talent around the world, young talent, and build a project for these young players. Sounds like Abramovich to me. That's what Abramovich was doing. He's not doing anything different. We'd go out and sign all the young talent and bring them to Cobham. And then they never get their chance at Chelsea, and we end up selling them. They become superstars elsewhere. So are we following the same model here? If you go and sign Cristiano Ronaldo, you're not showing that you're planning for the future and backing Potter. Potter's turned into a yes man. And that's exactly what it will tell me. And I don't want Potter to be a yes man. I want Potter to be someone who deals the cards and picks his team and picks the players, because that's the narrative we've been fed by the brown envelopes, buying into this whole blueprint of Potter, bringing in his whole team to what? Just be yes men. That's pointless. But the thing is, they picked a manager who's from Brighton, who's not on the same level as a Tuchel, Jose Mourinho, Klopp, Pep, where those managers, the latter managers, you cannot tell them what players to buy. You cannot tell them how to play their football. You cannot call the shots on these guys, on these gaffers, because these gaffers are elite and they've got charisma, they've got character, they don't take nonsense, and they play the way they want to play. Potter is different. He's not got the clout to do that with Chelsea owners. And that's why the Chelsea owners have picked Potter. That's the way I'm looking at it, if we sign a Ronaldo. And then how long is it, for argument's sake, Potter loses more games coming back and not much changes, and you don't make the right signings? You have to think about the now to get to the future and build towards your end goal in that process. But you have to think about the now as well as that and get a balance between it. And right now, Potter's not doing that. And he's got a lot of things against him. He's got obviously no transfer window. Does it make a difference about the transfer window when they're buying players anyway? He's got not intense training sessions in between games, because you've got 3 games in quick succession. So it's light training, recovery, next game, light training, recovery, next game. He's made a lot of changes. There's a lot of talk around the club. There's a lot of new directors coming in. The club's been gutted out. We've got all these issues. So it's hard on Potter, as well, if you want to sort of like be positive towards him. But at the same time, you have to question decisions he's making. You have to question, because right now, I don't have any trust in him. You've got to earn my trust in how you deliver. That's how it is for me as a gaffer. Tuchel earned my trust at the start. I didn't think he was going to do anything. I just didn't see anything. I didn't know enough about him. I wanted to build with Lampard and give Lampard more time, because that's what we were fed, that he's going to be given 3 years and we can build with Lamps. And that got all thrown out the window. We brought in Tuchel, and then Tuchel earned my love and he earned my respect and trust, and I backed him all the way. I backed him even when he came in. I just had my doubts. And now I've got my doubts with Potter. And he has to earn my trust, as I'm sure he'll earn all your trust. But you don't just gain trust for what? For not delivering anything. If he goes and gets top 4, gets us to a semi-final, you're earning a bit of trust there. You're building something there. You're seeing progression. Right now, we're not seeing any progression. We're just seeing a fucking huge decline. And all these wrong-uns and all these toss-pots in the game want to finger point at Mason Mount and just Kai Havertz and not look at the whole team and not look at the balance and not look at the transitional imbalance of this team and incapabilities. We disregard all these issues, which are the major issues. That's their fault. Full be them. I'm not that full. They're a long way from Starbucks. I'm drinking my Starbucks. It's as simple as that. Straight says, sorry to say, Potter is not Chelsea level and never will be. Potter is a mid-table mentality. Yeah, but he's also, this is what I'm saying, they brought in a manager that hasn't got that ego, doesn't have the credibility and clout to demand. He has to earn not only our trust, he's got to earn the board's trust. And the board are investing in this guy. But the way it's going for me, it looks like the board are going, here's your players, implement your blueprint, and we'll give you time to implement your blueprint. But it doesn't work like that. You have to buy the right profile players. And it looks like they're going to ransack Brighton players, maybe 3 players from Brighton. We've heard about the goalkeeper, Trossard. You got Casado. Is it Casado? 3 good players. But are we saying they're Chelsea level? If Chelsea were getting Champions League, do you look to those players? Is that the level caliber of player you're looking at? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think you're downselling. You're looking at players that know the manager, and you're hoping that those players just come into Chelsea and you start the process of implementing your blueprint. But have they got the qualities and the right qualities to be Chelsea level, Champions League level, push on to win the Premier League title? I can't answer that. The proof's in the pudding. The proof's in the pudding. But if it's me, I would love Billy Gilmour back at Chelsea. If you look at Graham Potter, the players he picks the right players, and he picks players with a specific criteria and all different types of abilities and attributes. This is what they should be looking at, not fucking Cristiano Ronaldo's. You got to buy these players. And I'm all for it. But we've got a lot of players like Kante and Jorginho, and we've heard Kovacic might want to leave. We got players that will leave, but we need to replace them with as good quality, if not better. Are these Brighton players Kante level, Kovacic, Jorginho level? I don't think they are, mate. They ain't won what they've won. They ain't produced at that level. So you're going down to go back up, but you're going fucking right down, not getting top 4 as well. I don't know, guys. It's a team game, and it's about team balance. And this board didn't listen to Thomas Tuchel. And it doesn't look like they're going to be listening to Potter, mate. If they go and buy Ronaldo, that is. It's bad news for me. So I want to see Declan Rice. I'd like Casado. I rate him. I think he's a baller. And he's Premier League proven. So there are players there that, for me, suit us and suit Potter. And let's have it right. His scouting team, his people, him himself brought these players in. He bought Billy Gilmour, Trossard, Lamptey, all these players he brought in. Let him do it at Chelsea. But let him find players maybe that are a little bit more, better quality. Because we're Chelsea. You got the pull at Chelsea. Maybe they don't want to go that way. Maybe they don't want to go that way. It all depends on top 4. If you get top 4, I think you go in for Frankie de Jong. You go in for Bellingham's and Declan Rice. You got more clout. You got more strength in negotiation because you can match all the other clubs that are after these players because they have Champions League football and they have their brand, their name, their heritage. Johnny, thought on all platforms for Haaland and they all wanted Lukaku. Fuck me, let that sink in. Yeah, they did. They all wanted Lukaku over Haaland. They thought Haaland's not going to adapt. They thought Haaland can't play possession football. They said that Haaland can be a flop. We want Lukaku. He's proven. Blah, blah, blah. Bang and smash waffle. And we went and got Lukaku and we all know how that ended up. So people hate to be wrong. I'm not fucking wrong about it. In fact, I've been right about everything that I've said. And if I don't know something, I ain't going to talk about it unless I know about it. And Lukaku was never the player. 10 months before when we were touted looking for a striker, I said, stay well clear of Lukaku. Stay clear of him. He cannot play possession football. He's a counter-attacking football only. One-dimensional. He plays in a slower league. His touch is going to get exposed. He's not the profile player Thomas Tuchel wanted. Everyone said, no, why can't he work? We just need someone to put the ball in there. Yes, but you need movement. Well, that's why Haaland's elite, because Haaland's movement is unbelievable. Elite off-the-ball movement. Puts himself in the positions where the players around him can just know that even if they play a ball and it's slightly off or it's off, he will be in those zonal areas to receive the ball and have a chance of scoring and creating chances. Lukaku don't do that. He's a pole in cement, mate. He's a lamppost. So, like I say, players we've bought, I wouldn't put this transfer window as a top transfer window. At first, under Tuchel, I was fed. They were his players. We were building his team, and I believed every player that we were signing was his. The moment you sack him after 2 days or 3 days after transfer window, they're not his players. They're the board's players. They've bought them, not Tuchel. So that's the way I look at it. It's exactly how I look at it. And if you don't want to believe that, that's your thing. But I know what I know. I know a lot. Doesn't mean I have to say how, but I know. And I know they ain't Tuchel signings. So we are where we are. And I've always said that this ownership, the proof's in the pudding. And I have to see in time. I have to see how this plans out. And we have to see how Potter can get us out of this situation we're in and get all the players on board and pick an 11 and go with it and not keep changing it. These are the problems. Big up Joey in here. Lovely to see you in here, geezer. Chelsea penny pinching has cost us for you. Yeah, I agree with that. Absolutely right. Look at for example, all the Deadwood players. Michi Batshuayi, yeah? Players that were never going to get into our first team, all right? Drinkwater, Bakayokos, Babaramans, all these players, how many countless loans when we had opportunities to sell them, but the money wasn't right for them. The money wasn't right for them. So they kept these players, sent them on another loan to make money, keep the money rolling in the bank. Emerson's, we had a chance to get rid of Emerson, didn't get rid of him, loaned him out. Then you want to bring him back on loan in January and you got declined. It's like, it's a mess. And we're having to clean up, Bowley's having to clean up this mess, but he's not done it smoothly, is what I'm saying. There's no smooth transition. It's gut it out, shoot, and think later. That's the American mentality. They go in with their fucking bulldogs in a china shop and then clean it up after and think about how they're going to clean it up after. This is the problem. That's their mentality. And you cannot take... Listen, what did Bowley say? He says, I'm going to get people that can do the job, know the role behind the scenes, because they don't know about football. They don't know about Premier League football. They don't know about our club. They have to learn that. And the longer he's a director of football, the more dangerous it is for us and the more mistakes they're going to make that we're going to have to clean up again further down the line. Aubameyang, a Ronaldo. These players, bruv. You're going to have to clean them up at the end of the further down the road. And this is the problem. Bowley, step back, son. Let them take a step back, get the right people in charge, and you're getting 4 or 5 people in charge here. Let them work and get implemented sharpish and land it, and land their minerals, and go out there. So he's getting the people to do the role. We'll let them do the role. Stop being our director of football. It ain't gravy. It's not gravy, mate. And you've just signed all these players. They're not Tuchel players, but you use Tuchel's name, because let's have it right. If you sack Tuchel at the moment when they should have sacked him, way before, during the transfer window, because they didn't see eye to eye, all right? And it happened in pre-season, and I know why it happened in pre-season, and I'm not going to say why, but I know why. And you can have a guess. That's when he went sour, and that's when they should have sacked him, but they didn't sack him. They used his name to pull the players. Because if you bring in Potter straight away, in the middle of pre-season, near the end of the pre-season, not only do you lose the fans, because the fans were fully behind Tuchel, you allowed it to go a little bit sour. The players got whiff of it, and the performances showed that. And then you move on from that to sacking him, bringing in Potter after the transfer window ends. Because if Potter comes in, you're not telling me that Koulibaly's, Sterling's, Fofana's, all these players signed for Chelsea, knowing their manager's going to be Graham Potter. Sorry, mate. No chance. So, Joey, he is a yes man from what I'm seeing, what I've heard. He's a yes man. And on the surface, I'll be proved right if we go and sign, what's his name? Ronaldo. You'll be able to tell, guys. You'll be able to tell who are Potter signings and who are the board signings. You can tell. No, I have my doubts about Todd Bowley. I have my doubts about him. He's a great face, talks the talk, but behind the scenes, I'm not so sure, mate. I'm not so sure. It's a long process, it's a long rebuild, so it does need time to make that judgment. But from what I'm feeling, what my vibe is, and certain things I've been told, I ain't liking it. But it is what it is, guys. We have to back our club. We have to back our current players. All this narratives are being pushed out that our whole team's shit and all our players are shit, and we should sell Mason Mount. We should sell Kai Havertz. We need to get rid of him sharpish. Get in the bin. Get in the fucking bin. Jog on. Simple as that. Guys, like the video. Very important. What likes am I on? Let me know what likes I'm on, guys. Let me know what likes I'm on. Yeah, Bowley's not the owner. He's the face. He's like the chairman, right? Clearlake, Ekbali, Weiss. They're a consortium behind the scenes, but Clearlake are the bankroll, if you like. But Clearlake have got an affiliation with the Newcastle owners and Saudi group. Yeah, don't forget that. There are ties there. This is why I said before they bought the club, it was an absolute must. It was an absolute must to get a director of football if you're sacking Marina, Buck, and all these guys. All right? That's your number one priority. And you didn't go and do that. And you went and blown 300 million. Poor. No thought process. Big up top bins in here. Facts Johnny, Harry Potter is a bigger name than Graham. Up the Chelsea, up the middle, say no to yes men. Yeah, and I think Potter has to stand his ground. He's got to say, no, I'm the gaffer. I need it this way. I need these players. I don't want Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's been reported. Funny enough, it's been reported that Graham Potter doesn't want Ronaldo, doesn't favour Ronaldo. So what's the truth with the brown envelopes? We don't know what's true or not. This could just be clickbait, which probably is. And then we don't sign Ronaldo and it is what it is. Or you go and sign Ronaldo and the brown envelopes are reported that Potter didn't want Ronaldo. And it proves he's a yes man. It's like, until it's set in stone, guys, we don't know. So it's all speculation. And that's all we can do is give our opinion on it. But going by the track record of all these brown envelopes and how they push out this whole fucking transfer market and every player under the sun being linked to Chelsea, it's inevitable you're going to link Chelsea to Ronaldo. It's a great story. No other club is in for him. That's at the level that he wants to be. So it's like, yeah. And if they terminate his contract, he goes squeaky clean free. He's going to want a bumper deal for 2 years because he's saying to him, look, there's no signing on fee. There's no transfer fee for me. I'm just walking to your club because I'm basically being sacked. And someone like Bowley and Clearlake, they'll lick their lips. They'll be licking their lips for it. This is it, bruv. This is where we are. And I think it'll be a joke if we go and get Ronaldo. What does that say about our club? That we tolerate players like that? Fuck it. Go and bring fucking the cement-booted rat back then. Go and bring him back. You might as well, if you're going with that. It's the way I look at it, guys. It's the way I look at it. But guys, listen, big up to every single one of you in here. Before you leave, hit the like button. Put your comments down below. Give me your World Cup predictions in the comments at the end of the stream. Don't forget to hit your notifications. If you're new in here, subscribe to the channel. Big up to all you guys in here. Don't listen to any wrong uns out there. All right. And you know what I mean? The real ones know. The real ones are here, bruv. So big up to all you guys. And let's have it right. The brown envelopes. The brown envelopes. The elite brown envelopes. Forced Roman Abramovich out illegally. Yeah? All right? They've milked all the oligarchs. Literally seized everything. And they've done it on Chelsea. Let's not forget how they dealt with Chelsea. Let's not forget how all of the community was scared of their futures, of their income and their salaries. Let's not forget about how they treated us. Let's not forget about how they lied about Roman wanting his 1.5 billion loan back. Let's not forget about all these things. All right? You have to remember these things because these things never get forgotten in my mind. Yeah? This was planned out for a long time to get Roman out. And now Chelsea are in a massive transition. We're in cardiac surgery at the minute. And we are currently being operated on. And we just need to know whether we've got the top tier doctor with all the scores or we've got an apprentice. What's it going to be, guys? And only time will tell. So let's be excited for the World Cup. Let's back our boys in the World Cup. Let's look out for any new talent and enjoy it. And let's watch the game today. And then we've got England and that, which I'm really looking forward to. But I'll be at work, so I'll miss that at 1 p.m. Gutted. But I'll see if I can get away to watch it and that. But guys, big up to all you guys. We're going to end the stream here. Put all your comments down below. Big up to all you guys that subscribe, all my members, all you guys supporting the channel. Big up to all the wrong uns that watch as well. Big up to you. Don't be fooled by these narratives that these wankers push out. Don't be fooled by it. Because I'm not. But I'm here to call that out. I'm there to call it out. Well, yeah, money is money, mate. Money is the root of it all. All right? From the top to the bottom. So it is what it is. 1-0 Ecuador. Let's go. Right, I'm going to watch the game. Big up to all you guys. Stay safe. Be mentally strong. Don't let anyone tell you can't do nothing. Keep winning. Keep winning. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC, and I'll see you soon, guys. Maybe tomorrow we do a stream. Yeah. We'll see how we go. We'll probably be in evening time. But big up to all you guys. Appreciate all your support. Without you guys, we don't have the Minerals FC platform here. So big up to all you guys, and as always, up the Chelsea. Right, London. London is blue. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's go. Big up to Mitchy as well. I didn't even see your Soup Minerals. Big up to you. He says, don't think Rice comes till MM19 re-signs. Thoughts? Potentially, yeah. Potentially. I think Mason Mount has to sign his deal for that deal to go through. But if Declan Rice deal's going to go through, it's going to be next summer. It's not going to be now or in January. But big up to you, Mitchy. Appreciate your Soup Minerals. Big up to everyone. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's London is blue, let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC, let's go. Have it right, Minerals FC. You got the Minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the Minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking Minerals, mate.